Hey, it's Bill Gross, the LAProbateExpert.com, and I came across a great article that analyzes the Los Angeles fix and flip market. And since so many of my um, uh, customers or investors, fix and flippers, contractors, or real estate agents or wholesalers that play in that field, I thought I'd go over it. But just really some fascinating information. And this is from Sunday, Sundae, which is a platform for investors to buy property as well as consumers to sell the property. So let's take a quick look at it. They do a great, social media posts. I would recommend following them however you get social media or via email. But some of the numbers really jumped off the page, and they did some detailed analysis of the statistics of flippers in Los Angeles. A couple of things to notice. Purchase by month. Look how the flipping has gone up in the last, post-COVID period. Such a large percentage. Now, why would more properties be flipped during that time than other times? Maybe because other buyers set out of the market. Maybe investors realized the benefits and jumped in. But you can just see the number of flipper purchases per month have just jumped off the page tremendously over the past few months. Second, look at the percentage of homes. Now, up until last month, it had been almost a record month each month. And you can see now it's cooled off a bit. And what flipping investors tell me regularly is that the margins have really gotten tighter and more properties are going to end users. So still it's a very strong month, but not as strong as it was, not increasing like it had been before. Important, let's take a look at the product because they have a couple good analysis I think that's worthwhile looking there. Flip properties by price range. One thing you'll notice is the higher price range has become a higher part. The $800,000 up and the $600,000, $800,000 property has continually gone up and particularly during the COVID period. Now that's because prices have gone up in that time period. That's pushed up for some part of it, but also but faster than the market's gone up has been that move to the better markets. And so what's happened, I think, is flippers get limited properties at the low end. But keep in mind, there's still a ban on trustee sales almost, given the change in laws, and evictions are difficult. So that low end market is really clogged up for inventory. Flippers have had to move to middle market properties, and you can see the activity based on the price. Take a look at property types also. Here's another interesting factoid. Flippers are moving towards condos. And if you put together condos and duplexes, it's like a record number. So of non-single family homes. Single family has been the long-term mainstay, if you look at, of the fix and flip market. But with COVID, those numbers came down. And as a result, investors jumped on condos and duplexes as great alternatives to find profits. And then the square footage, though, oddly enough, is about the same. Has not changed much over the time period. So what does that mean? The product mix is the biggest change. The pricing, some of that's accounted for just the market going up. The square footage, almost the same. But the key thing to notice is flippers have found, and this is either your competitors or your customers, have found opportunities of looking at condos and duplexes where maybe previously they would have ignored them, and even fourplexes or 3 and 4 at the bottom here have been looking at other product that otherwise they might have passed on. So if you want other markets, Sunny's also in Sacramento, but this particular analysis is fantastic. I'll put a link to their post in the description down below. And if you have any questions, of course, call me anytime. Bill Gross. I am the LAProbateExpert.com for helping people buy as investors property at court confirmation, or to attorneys or fiduciaries selling property at LA County Court. Love to help you any way that I can. Thank you so much.